when I saw you at the house, I was like, man, who is she? Damn.
I didn't
And
really know
then,
what's going on either. She said, I have this podcast. You guys can join. And I'm like, I don't know. Okay. And I think I actually slipped a nip.
mm,
Um,
yeah,
I
you
didn't
said that he
realize.
was right beside Richard, I think Richard Man and stuff. And you were just all quiet. She was all shy and everything. I was like,
Well,
Lord.
I didn't want to interrupt and I didn't know what was going on. So, yeah.
Well, thank goodness that I got your gorgeous ass here on the Smokers Lounge. Period. Because I'm checking you out. Yes, and I will say this: it's not cliche and it's not fetish. It's just I always found female bodybuilders, especially the fitness models and competition ladies. Yeah, sexy in the motherfucker. I always wanted one to ride my dick and be posing.
Hey, you're not the first one. I'll tell you that.
And, period. And I mean, shoot, from looking at for what you sent me, because I didn't do my full research. I only did like the porn research. So we ain't gonna get we'll get to the porn side of things in a minute. Okay. She is a champion bodybuilder. Um Competition. Are you still competing?
No, I don't compete anymore. So I did the biggest show in the world. I got 7 out of 13. I beat out girls that I had only ever dreamed of meeting one day.
Yeah.
And that was it, you know. It doesn't pay a lot, and so I wanted to do other things with my life.
Yeah.
So I went back to school. I went back to school to be a nurse. I'm a Texas licensed nurse. I don't work as one.
See, I was attracted to see, I'm always attracted to nurses. I don't know why, but go ahead.
There's nurses that do porn. I
Mm.
don't I don't know what it is, but it's true.
Yeah, because I mean, one, because healthcare the one job that don't give a fuck about you doing porn. They really don't give a shit. They really don't, because the people at my job know what the fuck I do. It. They don't have
Just
an argument about it or nothing.
you just have to take care of your patients. Don't fuck up, and yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
it's such a shortage.
now I gotta ask you, because if I'm correct, I looked this off. You won Miss Olympia. Am I correct?
No, I didn't win.
Okay, but
I won the Toronto Pro that qualified me for the Olympia,
okay. But
and
still, though,
I
you
got
made
seven.
it to Miss Olympia, yo.
It's the biggest show
That's
in the world.
huge.
Yeah, it's the biggest one in the world. So just to make it on stage was just an honor. Like I couldn't believe it. It was a dream.
Oh my goodness. So with that being said, because we're gonna talk more about the bodybuilding side, because I find that sexy. I love getting too deep into that because it also helps go into the porn. How you doing? Welcome to the Smokers Lounge, and you know who I am. I am Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star, smoking this good blunt. Now you know where you can find all my links, allmylinks.com/ porn rap star. Let me tell you about four wonderful sponsors that has been with us, and we love them just as much as they love us. First one being the Facebook and LS community, lsworld.com. Next up, the hottest adult magazine in the game, eroticism magazine.com. Next up, 90% profit for you content creators, no hashtag issues, and for you consumers, a new place to consume your triple X content. I'm talking about excitebuddy.com. And last but not least, award-winning, award-nominated, we're talking about smut with voiceover, and they even have virtual reality on their website, blusherotica.com. Go get a subscription today. Also, we're proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go over to shopgwdistrict.com and buy something, why don't you? Also, check me out on fullyswapradio.com every morning, 5 days a week, where you hear me chop it up with the greatest and brightest in this industry as we talk real smoke about the industry. And also check me out, skyhawkafterdarktv.com, as well as the BGP LLC app. So I'm going to sit back and let this gorgeous and sexy and tender, who I got a small crush on, small one, introduce herself.
My name is Aliyah Taylor. I'm on Twitter as Aliyah Taylor XXX. I have many vids coming. I have clips for sale coming. My OnlyFans is Sexy BB Lady 20. Instagram, I don't get on there quite as much. Instagram is Aliyah_Taylor_X. Um, yeah, I'm a Texas licensed nurse. I'm an IFBB professional bodybuilder, and I do porno.
Yes. So we're gonna touch on each of those things as we go, because this might be a nice little long episode, because this is gonna be fun. So we're gonna begin first with the bodybuilding, because I had the pleasure of talking to another lady that did professional bodybuilding as well. And um, when it comes to the bodybuilding and the training, of course, it's about building up your mass, physique, and the whole nine. What got you into bodybuilding in the first place?
I wanted curves like Marilyn Monroe, but I didn't want to gain body fat, so I started lifting. Um, that's when I got more serious about lifting. I mean, I did gymnastics, I did cheerleading in high school, so I played around with it, but it wasn't until, later in life that I got more serious about it.
Mhm. So when you started to get more serious about it, um, like how did you get into the competitions and stuff like that and everything?
Well, I overtrained. I was taking a pole dancing class, trying to do a bodybuilding workout split, and I overtrained, and so I had to sit around and do nothing. And so,
Yeah, I saw her
so
working the pole, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just
I,
saying that I see she's a whole lot of fun. But go ahead.
I can do a thing or two. So yeah, I sat around and studied nutrition and studied different exercises and how to make them better. And I started looking like a competitor. And so I'm in the gym and people keep asking me, "Are you doing this show? Are you doing this show?" And I'm like, "What the hell are they talking about?" So I looked it up and I actually thought, "Oh, this is pretty cool. Maybe I should try this. Maybe it would be a good goal for me." And so I knew no one in the industry. I just started, you know, training for this show, and I found a coach at the next show that I went to, like the first show I went to. And the coach kind of, dialed me in as far as, okay, well, we've been doing great for a diet, but these last few weeks, this is how you do it, and this is how you drop your water, and this is, where you find your suit, and this is how you pose, those types of things. So I had already brought a pretty good package to the table. I just needed that, kind of
And
tweaking,
polishing, the little polishing to get you.
polish.
So
Yeah.
so when you did your first competition, tell us, give us the experience, paint the picture. What was your emotions going? 'Cause I know you was nervous like a motherfucker.
Oh, I mean, I don't actually like being on stage a lot. Um, I prefer the journey. I like seeing my body change. I like seeing those veins come in and being able to see the muscle fibers. But I don't necessarily like being standing on stage and a bunch of people looking at me and dissecting me. And I don't like doing the routine.
Yeah.
I had a few guest posing experiences, which were great. They were they really taught me that I can do anything in the world. Um, but as far as doing it, I was nervous as hell.
Yeah.
And were they the most fun experience in my life? No, but they taught me a lot about myself.
Yeah, because like how far out did you have to train for those competitions?
Well, if we just talk about my last year of competing, I did 4 months until the Toronto Pro,
Mm-hmm.
and I accidentally won the show. I just wanted to get up there.
Accidentally.
I
Accidentally.
just I just wanted to get up there and not take last place and not look stupid. And so I win the damn show, and then nobody qualifies for the Olympia and doesn't go.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm committed for another 4 months of dieting and training.
Since you're ready to get out, they keep pulling them back in.
So I had to move my honeymoon. I had to diet over my wedding
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't plan on doing another show. The Toronto was supposed to be it.
Because you already had the dress before you had to go train.
Yeah.
So you had to readjust the dress even more properly.
Well, actually, I wore So I've been married twice.
Okay.
First time to a guy, second time to a girl.
Oh,
So I wore the dress for the first one, and the second one I wore this roughly black shirt and
yeah.
black pants.
Mm,
So it wasn't too hard,
yeah.
I was still kind of the same physique. But my family flew in. I had to be dieting then and hitting all my workouts 4 hours a day. For the wedding, I got to eat cake and drink champagne, and I think I saw more cake than I did my ex-wife. For my,
see, for my smokers, if you remember, God, I'm trying to remember her name offhand. Um, you understand, just on the dieting side of things, it's things that they just cannot eat, especially when they're training, yo.
cake is
It's like
one of
y'all
them.
really have to watch y'all diet like a motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah. If it's not written down on my diet plan, it doesn't go in my mouth. That's it. I mean, it's down to the pieces of gum I chew a day.
That's serious. She had to get
Yeah.
peppermint, spearmint gum. She can't even get bubble gum.
Well, it has to be sugar-free gum, and I can only have 2 pieces a day.
Gee, see that's serious. See, I know that's one part of it that you do not miss.
Nope.
I know you do not miss that.
I
So
mean, I still eat healthy, but you know, do I eat that strict? No.
now with the fact that in a lot of cases, because people know we keep it real on my show, that one of the conversations that I had with her was she said it took a while for her to get her softness back. Because she see clientele, and plus she does porn or what have you and everything. So with you, it seemed like to me when I looked at all your pictures, you never lost your softness within the midst of the journey. Period. And was that something you kept in mind when you worked out?
Well, I think that, the fact that I did have a little bit more of a feminine package
Mm,
definitely helps me win Toronto. Um, I think I got a little too hard and a little too lean and dry and all that stuff.
mm,
More masculine looking for the
mm,
Olympia.
mm,
So I think, where they typically awarded that,
mm,
now, at this particular Olympia, they didn't award it so much. So I probably could have gotten a few places higher
mm,
if I would have kept that more feminine package.
mm.
Um, but it was something that, was more natural to me to be a more feminine package than to be the more masculine package, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, cause it's like even when I like saw your picture, it was like it's because to keep it 100, there's some ladies that because when they really work out, they do lose their feminineness because of the muscle mass,
Right.
and what have you, and plus what the competition is for. It's for the physique, it's for the look with they pose. You know what I'm saying? You know. You know what I'm saying? I know, 'cause I used to watch the bodybuilding shit straight up. I used to watch that shit back in the day. And so I still look at it to this day or what have you. I remember watching Pumping Iron with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Lou Ferrigno. I love that shit.
Such a
Um,
classic.
man, that classic shit. And then I also saw the documentary Killer Sally, which delved into the fact she was a bodybuilder and her husband or what have you at the time and everything. And um, with you, how much of that you retain? Because do you still? Because I'm pretty sure you still work out.
Sure.
Period. But like when I look at Kelly Sheen works like she's still going for the Olympic type shit. So how your workout changed since now that you're no longer a active?
Well, my workouts didn't change too much until I would say the last year. I've had problems with my back. I have scoliosis. I've
Mm,
had that since I was a kid, and so we've been tossing around the idea of me having back surgery.
mm,
So the workouts have kind of been a little up and down
mm,
over the last. But honestly, I mean, I I train because I love it,
mm.
and you can never have too muscular of an ass.
You have a nice ass.
So
Just
thank you.
all right. Look at that. Look at it. Yes. Can't wait for her to come to Premium Smoke Room, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna enjoy that. I'm gonna enjoy that moment. I might actually sip a beer. Enjoy myself. So now, one of the things you also do, because I mentioned Killer Sally, was what intrigued me was wrestling. See, I'm already a pro wrestling fan. So, but women wrestling, balling up dudes, leg locks, all that good stuff, what have you. So, because you mentioned before, you said that when it comes to which they talked about on Killer Sally, there's not a lot of money for the ladies that do the competition for so much.
Right.
You have to damn near win to see something. So,
Well,
for
I'm
what
gonna
I have heard,
I'm gonna add to that. So when I won the Toronto Pro, I got 3 grand, and my trainer that year cost 7 grand. My swimsuit costs 3 grand. My tanning was 150, hair was 150, makeup 150. Not to mention the diet, the supplements, the not working, because I'm doing all these things. Yeah, and traveling. So really, when you win, you don't even break even. You don't even come close. Yeah.
sound
So
familiar? This sound familiar? Smokers, when I talk about porn and why girls started to go to the back page and all that good shit. We get the point in a minute. Now, no,
so
but
yes, wrestling.
so how did you get into wrestling? The wrestling part.
I had a photographer that I had worked with that just did physique shooting
Mm-hmm.
say, I really like to be knocked out by a lady's legs wrapped around my head. Can you fly out? I'll walk you through a session. We call them sessions. I'll walk you through it. I know another photographer who used to do sessions, a girl, and she can screen the clients for you and kind of help you out and make you feel more comfortable doing sessions. And so I had known the guy, I had worked on his website before. And so I decided to fly out to Vegas and do a session with him. And so I kept knocking him out over and over again. And one thing led to the other. Um, and so, yeah, I traveled the world doing wrestling sessions and domination fetishes. And
Oh, I know
uh,
domination fetish. I mean, come on, you have a woman, a Wonder Woman goddess physique. Stop playing. I know that.
well, I gave you my one email address, but my other email address is Wonder Woman. So,
So you say no more. That's what I'm saying. So, because even with the wrestling from when they talked about Killer Sally,
yeah.
that's a niche fetish and a half, and it's a fucking money making. Let's keep it. It's a money maker. Dude, just the videos alone sell, and they sell strong because I mean, because
Yeah.
even with the ones I see, they don't sell them for so cheap. And but like the money is in the actual sessions,
Oh, yeah.
and everything. So when you did your first session, tell me about your first session.
Oh man. I mean, I was comfortable with him, but my first session that wasn't him, that was like really, a walk in the door, do the session, walk out. I mean, of course I was nervous as hell. I went to the
Mm-hmm.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, yeah, the big show in Columbus,
Mm-hmm.
and had 4 or 5 sessions there, and I was nervous as hell.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, you know.
Yeah.
Just meeting strange people in a private place, and of course I'm this massive woman
Mm-hmm.
at the time, way bigger than I am now.
Mm-hmm.
um, but I'm scared to death because I'm meeting some strange person behind closed doors, you
Mm-hmm.
know so even though they were screened, they were vetted by other people, I was still nervous.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it was your first time doing that. It's a stranger. You don't know if you're gonna end up, may have to really choke this motherfucker out.
Yeah, I
Even
mean,
though some of them actually really want you to choke them out, they pay very well for that shit.
you know what, I've had people that the closer you bring them to death, the happier they are.
Yeah, actually, that is so fucking true.
Yeah.
It's You be believe it. Because I mean, no, I've seen the leg lock videos. They're real leg locks. It ain't no sexual. Nothing sexual. No,
No, they really want to be choked out.
yeah, that's just basically ain't it? Them pretty thighs. I mean, me now. If I'm between the thighs, I want you to choke me out. It's because I'm down there doing some work, not to be choked out. I mean, I want you to squeeze your thighs though while I'm doing that. I mean, I kind of like that, but no, don't.
Okay, you're suffocated by vagina.
Yeah, I'm already going to suffocate myself.
Hey,
Don't make it worse.
that's not a bad way to die, though. I mean, if I die, I want to die that way.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I be in that long ass line. Goddamn. Die this way, goddamn. Fuck it other way. Shit. So, now, so of course, was you already doing your own content when it comes to the wrestling videos?
Not really. I did wrestling videos, but I always worked for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so the way that I got into doing porn videos is, I've been doing sessions for 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
And about 3 years ago, I started dating this couple, and they had just started an OnlyFans, and they said, you should really do this. And I got divorced from my ex-wife, um, and she wasn't really letting me see my son much anyway. So I said, why the hell not? So I emailed all my contacts from sessions over the years, and they were like, oh my God, like you have all these followers already. And I'm like, yeah, I've built this up over 13 years.
Yeah.
So that's how I got into it, was from my ex couple.
Oh my goodness. So yeah,
Yep.
because a lot of times what helps is when you walk into the business and you already got a base. Because
Yeah.
when you got that base, when you actually do your first porn, one, it's got that shock value because they haven't seen her done any porn. They probably even see her suck a dick until that moment.
Yep.
And because they saw you wrestle, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure from her bodybuilder days, people followed on the wrestling tip or what have you. So it, when you get, when you, I'm gonna put it this way, was you shocked by the reaction from the first videos that you started to put out? 'Cause I know there was good
I,
reaction. I can tell you that now, off the top of my
I
mouth.
was I wasn't shocked. I think people were more shocked by me,
Okay.
because most people think my maiden name was my competition name, and that was really my ex-husband's name.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't realize I was married to a guy before,
Mm-hmm.
so they knew me as married to the girl. So then for me to be doing porn and having sex with guys was like, oh, wait a second. Wait, do I have
She
a
likes
chance?
dick too. Oh, she likes dick too. That's what they thought. Oh, she likes dick
Listen,
too.
I'm a greedy bitch. I like both. I refuse to choose.
I like greedy women.
I'm a greedy bitch. There's parts about a man that I can't get in a woman, and vice versa. So I like them. I like them both.
So how long have you been pursuing the porn so far?
Well, I've been shooting for at least 2.5 years.
Okay.
Um, we broke up last November
Mm-hmm.
for my birthday. Woohoo! Birthday present.
Damn, that's
Um,
love birthday present.
yeah. So I've just now been starting to network and try to figure out how to edit and post and all this stuff, because he used to take care of all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So before, I would just show up for a shoot and do the sex part, you
Yeah.
know, part, and then he would do all the other stuff. And now I have to do all the other stuff on top of it. So
Yeah. People don't realize the work that goes behind this shit. Just as extensive as the work that go in front of it.
I can't just show up and spread my legs now. I have to actually do something with it.
So shoot. So speaking about the country house, like I said, was that your first time? Because I take it before the country house, you was filming your own stuff for the most part. Was you already collaborating with people already before then, or was that your first go around collaborating?
Yeah, no, I had already been collaborating with people. I mean, I had been collaborating since day one, you
Mm-hmm.
know, since they told me to open up the OnlyFans. We just started collaborating with people already. I had been to other content houses before. Now, I will say this, Team VP, best content house ever. I
You've
mean,
been
they're
doing it
just
for some years,
so
baby. You know what he's doing. Nuts know what
they,
he's doing.
they know what they're doing. They've got a great team of people that all can add something to the table. Um, and, they make a schedule. For the most part, everything's on point. Things might be a little off on timing, but it's the best schedule that I've ever come across, and the most on time I've ever come across. You
So,
know,
so, um, one of the things that, of course, probably you had learned, from when you first started shooting, what have you, um, is working the camera. Um, because even from watching some of your, some of the stuff, yeah, you know how to work the camera. She makes love to the camera very well, I must admit.
right?
Period, or what have you. So, when did you started to think about how my movements on camera versus because like, granted, the first shoot you probably did, you didn't think about angles, none of that. We just fucking, you know. When did that thought process started falling into your filming?
Um, I would say, maybe 3, 4 months in, um, when we started doing the houses,
Mm-hmm.
um, and when we started collaborating with other people. So, you know, there was a handful of us that were just friends having sex on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And so in that respect, yeah, I was working with other people, but we were just fucking because we liked fucking each other, you know. So it wasn't for a few months until I started to hear other people talk, and they would speak about these angles and how to work the camera. And so then I just, you start to pick it up a little more and more each time that you go. So
Yeah, most definitely. Because it's to the point, like when I had the conversation, 'cause I did it for 15 years. Men must learn on camera hand, off camera hand. Um, Small things such as spreading the butt cheeks when you're riding the dick. Period. When the cameraman puts it over the top, you spread the butt cheek and you slow down your stroke, buddy, so they can see the dick, how much the dick she's taking in. You know,
yeah,
um,
I want to see the lips,
yeah,
like stretch out and then go in. I want to
yeah,
see
yeah.
that.
He
I
just
watch.
got spread eagle just because, dog. He trying to give y'all a visual. So, and then too, also the fact that one that you work out, you in shape, also helps because filming takes a physical toll.
It
Um,
does. You know what? I've gotten shitty on my cardio, and I felt it in the last house that I worked at. And so you know what? I've been on my bike 3, 4 times since I've been home in the last week. You know, like I got to keep that cardio up. My legs are burning when I'm trying to. You're on your feet and you're trying to ride a guy, and I'm like, man, I'm getting out of breath. Oh no, Jen! I just said my real name. I said, you can't be doing this. Aliyah. I'm like, you can't be doing this. You gotta get back on that cardio.
no,
So
no, you say it right because you be like, oh, this is such and such. But now, no, wait, so this is leave that. I don't. No, you go just do it. Fuck it.
no,
Because
you can't be like
no, so there
this.
been many times I've been so after the shoot. Because we went that hard and what we were doing in the shoot, the different positions and the whole nine, and also um,
Wake up the
stabbing.
next morning, you're slow to get out of bed because you just did an orgy last night. You know,
I'm
I mean,
saying
that's a lot of work.
so
You're
shoot.
trying to,
So
you're trying to, reach one over here and one over there and get this one there. It's
well,
work.
I know y'all be so after a fucking orgy. Shit, dudes, we ain't got to worry about. We just switch it out. They the one they got they taking the ticket to all three holes. and hands.
Yeah.
Or did you say gangbang?
I was so freaked out the first time I did my first gangbang.
Uh,
I'm like, how am I going to pat my head and rub my belly at the same time? Basically, right? I mean, how am I going to do this here, and then also, back it up on this one here, you know? Like,
it's called you're a great multitasker.
I tried. I did my best. I don't know.
So now, outside of the content house, of course, you say you do collaboration. So, and I always say this: male talents, what have you, those who are in the industry as well as those who are trying to get in. I always ask ladies this question: when it comes to content trade, um, what do you look for when you trade with a male talent? What they have to bring to the table? Because the reason why I ask this is that your hit list is extensive. You have worked with the best, of the best. So it to me, I would think it would make a lady be very picky to whom she deals with and work with, and have a certain standard to who she works with.
I know everybody has to start somewhere, but I've been so busy lately that I have to be a little bit picky,
Mm-hmm.
because I can't fuck everybody. I can't shoot with everybody. So I do look for if the person shows their face or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for me, when I watch porn, because yes, I watch porn and I watch it almost every day. I want to see the facial expression. I want to see that the guy's enjoying it, and I want to see that the girl's enjoying it too. So the porn has to show me the faces. If someone's wearing a mask, it just there's a disconnect there for
I
me.
can't
Any
name a mass porn
my
star.
face.
I can't name a mass porn star. I actually can't. I don't know one.
No, no. So I had a few people hit me up today. Um, Hold on a second.
Got to get good, ladies and gentlemen.
My
Hold on to your
my
seats.
dog my dog was bugging me. Hold on. Okay, now I just get to show you more.
Mm. Yes, remember, fellas,
Oh,
the premium smoke room, $4.99 a month. And you no telling what you might see when we bring it into the premium smoke room. That's why you have to subscribe to find out. Now go ahead, continue the sexy.
um, yeah. So number one, I want to see your face. Number two, you have to be somewhat in shape. I mean, they don't all have to be, no one's perfect,
Mm-hmm.
but my fans expect to see me with someone who's also fitness minded.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably going to be someone that's, height to weight proportionate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and how many followers do you have? Did you just start up? Do you even have an OnlyFans page running? I mean, I know some of these guys, Richard Mann and Mysterious and Fred, I don't even think they have OnlyFans. Mr. Nuts, I don't think they have OnlyFans, which is fine. But where's your Twitter at? Where's your Instagram at? Like,
The thing about it is, it's
where can I see your work if you don't have
yeah,
OnlyFans?
because it's like this: iron sharpens iron,
What was
and
that?
I said iron sharpens iron.
Right,
The more professional of a person you deal with, the better the scene will turn out.
right.
Because it's so many elements to go into making a great scene in porn. Part of that is his dick has to stay hard while filming. Not every man can do that in front of the camera with a cameraman looking him in the face with hot lights, no air conditioning, and
Yeah, I mean,
on you to pop.
he's fucking right here, and the camera's right there.
Yeah, he between your legs, get the upper angle. His dick pressed against your ass to get behind the doggy style, like you're looking down at it, like you have a GoPro.
And if this is your first or second time around, mm, I'm not so sure you're going to be able to handle that pressure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
And
kind of like to
I don't want to have to teach them the angles because I'm worried about my angle with the camera. you
Yeah.
know.
Because see, and two, the other part of it is part of your brand is the dudes that you fuck on camera.
Yeah.
Um, because like for example, like Gogo fuck me, her as well as Kelly Shin said similar things. Now, if we look at it logically, the closest to an average man that could probably fuck her is probably a dude of my size. The reason why, because I'm not fat and flubby. I'm not far from, if I hit the gym just a little bit, I might have a little mass to me. But the point being is,
See
it's a
this right now.
yeah. No, I'm 5'10". How tall are you?
5'4".
Five. I mean, I can damn near pick her up. Anyway, I can pick her up. Anyway, but the point being is, it's also chemistry is also the look of it. Period. Because it's still a fantasy. We're still giving a fantasy. So it's
Mm.
kind of like, yeah, it was like when I saw you with Dread Way, I was like,
Mm.
there you go. Dread Way,
Delicious.
she
I don't
said
know
it
if you
best, you know
said
what I'm saying?
it.
She said it best, you know what I'm saying? He just did an interview with me with his shirt off. The ladies is going to enjoy that episode. My female relationship might go up on one episode. But the point being is he's muscular, so it fits.
Mm.
So because like even to the point like even if I was working with you, yes, I would play into the fact that she is a fitness model, what have you. She's my yoga instructor. Um or what have you. I would have her in a business suit with the short skirt and the boobs showing and real good. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like you being that physique, actually puts you in a lot of different categories that could really make money, even to the point of the heroin, what female superhero shit.
Right.
Like you said, the wrestling. Um, like I said, you could do the yoga instructor. You could do many other things. Plus,
Mm.
um, like I said, it just that physique, and she got booty and boobies, and she pretty as fuck. So, yeah, see, I'm sitting here crushing. I
I'm
apologize.
blushing again.
See, I'm crushing people. And she got dimples. Oh my god, make her do what she was acting. But anyway, so now with that being said, people, you know what time of the show it is. It's the time of the show where the pussies go dry and the dicks go limp. Let's talk about the business. So this is the part of the show where it gets a little insane when we talk about the business side of it. And of course, you've been doing your OnlyFans. Is that the only platform that you have, or that's your
Uh,
main platform?
right now, that's the only one I have.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Nuts is working on two different URLs for me. They're going to go into my clips for sale and ManyVids.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I am going to handle the uploading on the OnlyFans, which I haven't uploaded in the last month. I've been so busy shooting, running around everywhere, shooting everywhere, that I've probably got a year's worth of content that I'm.
I figured your sex ass gonna have some on deck because
Oh my
because
God.
I mean, how often do you film to keep up with? I mean, because if you got that much, you really can update. Like literally, like you could take a break for a second and nobody will fucking notice.
I know, but there's so much going on. There's Exotica coming up. I have another shoot house after that. I'm going on tour in the month of June for the wrestling. And can I say it on here?
Yes, we keep
That's
it real on the smokers lounge. We smoke on the smokers lounge. What we don't sugarcoat shit, babe. They know who I am. They know the female, the escorting, the dominatrix, the meet and greets, and all that shit. We don't play that. Come on.
I'm doing that in June. So I don't escort while I shoot
Mm,
for, while I collaborate with people. So, I won't be escorting during Miami
mm,
Exotica. I will be only shooting.
mm,
So I'm escorting in dominatrix and wrestling in the month of June. And then July, I've got at least two shooting events. August, we're talking about two other shooting events. So I am go go go, and it's all about, you know getting all that content in that I can, and when I can release it is when it gets out.
But see what people understand the underlying, which I've been talking about on Smokers Lounge for the longest. A lady must be multifaceted in this business to make money. Females that do it all has the best chance of making the most money, and because you're not dependent upon one avenue of making money.
Right.
Period. It's kind of like you been building your brand and you just topped it off with porn.
Right.
You get what I'm coming from? Because like like for example, like you have like the celebrities that come in to the OnlyFans. You already was doing something else that caused you to have a fan base.
Right.
Because I mean, even to the point of the people don't realize that female wrestling, that the wrestling shit, that fan base is strong. It's strong. No, it will bail you out of jail strong. It's that strong, people.
Oh, I mean, more than. Oh yeah. Yeah,
It's that strong.
there are a lot of people that like mixed wrestling
Yeah.
that have fetishes that they can't ask their significant other to perform. So, they sneak out and have them meet up for a second, have that fantasy fulfilled, go home happy to their wife,
Yeah,
you know?
and see, the thing about it is that I tell females this is actually part of a course of being a porn star, because when the fans want to meet, unless they're exotica, I don't think they really want an autograph. For the most part, to keep it 100, they want to experience you, or what I'm saying. I mean, don't get it twisted. There's females that you know meet their, fans at a bar, meet and greet, big ass meet and greet, what have you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the real money is the face to face. They just keep it 100, because even to the fetishes or dominatrix,
Mhm.
period, the stuff that doesn't involve, him getting the PSE.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of other things other than just PSC.
Yeah, so don't get it twisted, but shit. But but the thing about it is, it's ladies have to be motivated, like I said, because you are a business. You the business.
I like to have many eggs in one basket, or maybe multiple baskets, if you might want to put it that way. You know, if one thing doesn't work out for you or isn't working out for you at that time, you have something else to fall back on. When COVID happened, um, I wasn't doing porn yet. I was only doing the in-person sessions. And I was also doing Skype, and I was doing a little bit of online personal training. So, all the training and stuff went out the window. All the sessions went out the window. And what did I have? I survived on doing webcam, you
Yeah.
know? So now I do almost no webcam. It's mostly in person. And now I've got the porn thing taking off to where I can't keep up. And I lost my personal assistant.
A flex. She has a personal assistant.
I used to. I need a new one. Anybody want to take me up on it?
I mean, I don't know. I do need a second job, but anyway, yeah. But the one thing I noticed in the past couple of years, more ladies are shifting from the bodybuilding world to the porn world. Um, I can't think off the top of my dome name wise. It was one in particular that I remember watching. She was gorgeous. I can't remember her name. God, she was. Period. And do do the ladies catch hell if they do that? Because I know how. I mean, because I remember what Killer Sally was talking about or what have you. Is there a negative connotation if a girl that's a bodybuilder that's competing has their OnlyFans and do the stuff?
I do know that top one and two,
Mm-hmm.
uh, for many years, those two ladies were doing sessions under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do know that they say they frown upon it, but then I won Toronto Pro, and they knew I was doing sessions for the past, 8 years prior or something. So,
see, I think the thing of it is was probably around that time when OnlyFans started to pop. So it's kind of like now that they know that ladies can do this, and OnlyFans is cool. It's cool. Everyone got one. Goddamn, even your grandma.
I think it got to a point where everybody was doing it. So who are you
Yeah,
going to have up on stage if you're going to eliminate people for doing it?
I'm saying, wait, she just did a gangbang and she won Miss Olympia. Say hello.
It did.
She was flexing in many ways.
Yes.
But see,
Oh, he knows.
yeah, because now actually, because it was like just watching them scenes, man, they're just like hot and sexy seeing, ride a dick.
I don't even know. I don't think my gangbang's out yet. My first gangbang, and I just did another two. Uh, so there's a lot of content to come. A lot of
So
content.
have you worked with any? Have you done any paid companies? As far as
I have,
porn.
I have not. I'm I'm talking to one. I plan on moving to Tampa. Currently, I'm in Houston. So once I move to Tampa, I think I'm going to, kind of pursue that avenue a lot more. But right now, it's so expensive to fly back and forth, and the hotels, and you know, the paying for the dog sitter, and
Yeah.
all, you know. So once I'm in Tampa, I can, there's a lot of companies there. I can just drive.
Oh, I
Um,
already, I already smelled that when you hit. Period. Because it's to the point, like, because I mean, it straight up, low key, Mr. Nuts tell the world in porn who's hot and they listen. So trust me, he didn't had some of the top in the road through his doors, and um, and like I said, I mean, even with you, it's kind of like I said, I think the that world of being a bodybuilder kind of prepared you for porn because it's kind of the same way that even to the bathing suits, you still had to look sexy even in a muscular competition way, period. Trust me, the ladies that looked good made the most money with the wrestling.
yep,
Don't get it
yep.
twisted. They gave a fuck if you was sexy as hell now. Don't get it twisted. It just wasn't about muscle.
Oh, it still matters. It's a whole package.
Yes.
It's not just muscle. It's not just the leanness or all that stuff. It's the package. It's the hair, the makeup, the nails, the curves. How she carries herself. It's a whole package. So, and honestly, I swear I wear more clothes now with porn than I did with the bodybuilding competitions. Those suits were so small, and now you're putting on corset or garters. This whole
But see,
this whole.
because now you're becoming a sex symbol and a model, um,
Mhm.
because it's a difference. Because more, it was the less was to show off your physique, to show off the muscles, the different poses. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. With points about the sex appeal,
Yep.
it's about the fantasy. You know, because even to me, like I love a female that had those form fitting dresses and short dresses with some heels. Oh, and I love you in heels. Oh Jesus. Woo! Woo! Them legs and some heels. Yes, Lord. But no, it's just to me, I think that's some of the stuff that's been lost because of this age. Is that, you know, professional, ladies getting professional pics. Because the key is they're more concerned about that first year than they is about, okay, let me make a career of it
Right.
when they come in. Period. For you, when did career click off in your head?
6 months ago. 6 months ago, I was going to quit doing this.
Mm.
You
Mm.
know, and it was only the in-person meetups.
Mm.
Um, that makes me right now. That makes me the most money.
Mm.
Um, but I know my time in that is limited. It's more straining on the body
Mm.
for all the wrestling and lift and carry and some of the different fetishes. So I think I will travel less, even if I'm, flying all over the place, collaborating with people and working for companies. I think I will be traveling less. So, it's probably about 6 months ago that, I finally decided, no, I'm in on this. I'm going to do this. Um, I can make it work, you know. And going to XBiz was really inspiring as well because, I'm looking at the people that are nominated and I'm like, oh wow, I fucked 3 out of those people that were nominated. And this other one wants to fuck me too. Like, I've collabed with these people. These people are up there. They're getting nominated, they're winning, and I'm getting
You
tear
see,
gas.
that's why I told somebody the other day, you're a porn star. Because what made a porn star back in the day does not constitute. Because the first thing you hear a person say, well, you're a porn, only way you can be a porn star, if you shop to major companies. No, because let's look at it logically. If you're fucking the talent that them companies are booking, you're technically a porn star. Because it's the same thing. The only difference is you're getting the content.
Right.
At the end of the day, because
I have to do everything with it too.
yeah, and
I have to,
and
I have to promote it. You know,
but
I don't
not
have.
only that, it's porn is a small community. It's a big industry, but small community.
Yes, it
So it's
is.
like for you to get on the level of people that being booked by Brazzers and Plumper Pass and Score Mag and what have you, that means you in a circle that's Hollywood, ABN-ish. Because
Yeah.
what go ahead.
I met a lot of people at the AVN that I'm working with now. It's I still want to pinch myself.
The
Um,
companies are watching you, boo.
some
I'm
of
just
these
telling you
some of
that.
these people I worked with, I'm like, wow, I can't believe I worked with them. You know, I mean, I could go on and on about some of the people I've worked with that I'm like, man, that was hot, and I can't believe, they worked for these companies and I got a chance to shoot with them. So
Yeah, because it speaks to your professionalism, not just your beauty, not just but your professionalism. Because it's a difference between fucking off camera dating versus when we're shooting, we're trying to make money here. Because the whole purpose of why we're here in this building is, other words, layman term, the only reason why I should be fucking my ass is because of the camera. Then we trying to make some content to make money. Nothing personal, period. Regardless, good or bad, or ugly or indifferent.
well, I mean, we have fun doing it, but it's all, you're worried about where the camera is. How long have we been in this position? How are we going to transition into the next position? Should my leg be more up? Oh, you should put your hand over here, but how do I tell you that? Um, it's all those different things. Or, man, I really need the lube, and I know it's over there, but when is the camera going to be away so that I can grab the bottle of lube without anybody seeing? It's all those things that are going on in your head. So, yeah, we're having fun, but it's not like regular sex.
And I think, like I said, because we're fucking, that's why people think it's easy to get into or easy to do. Speaking as a male talent that worked this business 15 years, ain't a goddamn thing easy. Someone asked me at work, they was like, "Is it easy, man?" I said, "No, no, no." No,
You saw these poor guys come out of this house this past week. I felt bad for them. I mean, they were dying. I think they were dying more than we were. The guys were.
I mean, because it's like, as a dude, our job, we're not the stars in the show. By no means. I don't give a fuck what any dude may say. I don't care about his numbers. His numbers came from the woman that he fucked. It ain't the other way around. Why? Because they didn't prove they can make money with a fucking dildo. They don't need us. So they're already proving y'all motherfuckers
That's
actually
something
y'all
I've
paying
never.
for dick ratings.
That's something I've never done. I've never done dick ratings, and I've never done a solo with just myself and a dildo.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't start out that way.
I like you, see. I like it even more. I like a female that just went straight to just fucking on camera. Like, fuck all that dildo shit. Let's get some real dick up in this party.
Bitch, remember, I'm a greedy bitch. I want the real thing.
Greedy. See, greedy bitches are so attractive. Sexy motherfucker. But like I said, it's just with dudes, we have to keep it hard and bust on cue. And even if we bust fast, we had to get it back up because it be a situation where, yeah, she done got you. 6 minutes in. Maybe 7 actually. And
But you still have to create that video.
yeah, we still need another 10 minutes because we're trying to get 15 to 17 to maybe 20 minutes, depending upon what we're doing. And me, when I was filming, we did role play scenes. So,
Hmm.
or gonzo, or whatever you want to call it. Whatever, because now I want to tell a story with this shit. Not only with the sex, but also um with the story that leads into it.
Right.
Period. 'Cause it was about building a fantasy that you can relate to. You know,
What do
that
you prefer watching? I want to ask you a question. What do you prefer watching, gonzo or storylines?
storylines. No, it like this. This how I am. It has to make sense, and they got to tell me a story. What I mean by that is this: you're in a nurse outfit, and you ain't give me a reason why you're in a nurse outfit. Um, and to me, it's just the school I come from. Even if it's a straight fuck scene, it can't be just starting off he eating the puss, she sucking dick. No, you need a buildup of some kind. That's the whole purpose of the skit, and the whole purpose of, like, for example, like if me and you did a straight fuck scene, I would want you to touch your body, rub yourself, this, that, and the third, shake your ass, you know, move centrally towards the camera type shit. And then like you call me in, and then it's like,
And I'm touching all over
yeah,
you.
yeah, it's
I
it's kind of like, because to the point that it's funny when I heard someone say this, that we fuck for TikTok. And to me, I took that as we do TikTok type porn, where it's fast, period. That ain't where I grew up on. That ain't what I watched. So to me, like, I grew up on Cinemax After Dark. I'm sorry, I love Young Lady Chadley. I love the the lady of the manor cheating on the lord of the manor with everybody. That's why I got my shit for thigh high stockings and heels. And because she always had like the new thigh high stockings with the garter belt and the heels, and that's where she ended up in. And to me, like, for example, we do too much, go completely butt naked. I hate that shit. Nah, I like to see the dude work around the clothes. She keep the heels on during the scene or what have you.
Well,
You
I don't know. Heels are a little tricky to work on, you know, or work with. But yeah, I like leaving, you put the panties over the garter belt. So you can take the panties off, leave the garter belt there, pull the bra to the side, something like that. Have some decoration there, some sexiness, other than just nothing.
Because
Or
to me now, sensual sex scenes stand out more now, because you got we all guilty of it. We make a little 1 minute clip, 50-second clip, 30-second clip, doggy style, what have you. But actually, to me, the old school way that we did, we actually made the whole trailer,
Yeah,
to show different, angles and actions of it so that it would, because we wasn't worried about the motherfucker going to jerk off. You want him to jerk off because he going to come back that video jerk off again. Then eventually he's going to buy the video because he going
right.
to want to see the whole shit. I mean, period. It just to me, it's like you get the opportunity to tell a story.
Yeah. And I feel like Team VP is very good with that.
So shoot. So do we do anal?
Do I do anal?
Yeah.
You didn't see any anal?
She already answered that question out of this piece. See, I'm gonna tell you what's funny. See, that's how fine she is. I wasn't paying attention. I was just looking at her. It was just like, ooh, I ain't care about it. What hole was? Well, except when she was giving head, and it was like,
I know you looked me up. You saw no anal.
no, I was just asking, just
You need to
asking.
check your glasses. Yes, I do anal. I actually, so funny story. I was at the Team VP house in Atlanta. What was that, April, I guess? And had a little situation where the guy was too big and caused a little bit of damage
Ooh,
in the pussy. And so I shot 8 more scenes that weekend that were strictly anal. I might like it a little bit.
she loves it. I did a scene where I went straight anal, but she was on her period. So
Yeah,
she
I
was
mean,
like, nah, you can go straight in my ass. I was like, you sure? Because I'm pretty decently thick. So I did understand in 15 years of being a male talent, I only did like probably maybe, hold up, female wise, not scene wise, but female wise, probably about 6 females that did anal with me.
real. Wow, that's shocking.
So she was like, no, you go straight in. And yes, we did. We did doggy style and missionary. No,
And
but I give respect to women that can ride it.
well, you know what? I've seen on Twitter recently, and I don't remember. Oh, it was somebody I had just shot with,
Mm-hmm.
and we did not do anal. And I don't know why we didn't, but he said for his birthday he wanted anal because he had never had it. I'm like, well,
All right, man, you might come a little
what's
fast, man. Might come a little fast, man. I'm trying to tell you, got you.
I mean,
Because even in
well,
the scene, I used to try to say that to the end. Because I already knew. I was like, no, if I get up in there, that might end up being anal cream.
I do get a lot of anal cream pies. I do.
I believe it. Shit. Not just the looking down at that ass, that heart shape, curvature, and
What?
the dick in the a hole. Yeah, look at that. Look at that ass. Look at that. Y'all got to come to the Premium Smoke Room. So I done held her up on here for an hour though, and she will be back. I hope she will be back. Can I call you a smoke buddy?
Yeah.
There you hear it. She'll be back here on the Smokers Lounge, and we're gonna bring it to the Premium Smoke Room. And y'all know what it is. If you ain't subscribed yet, you don't know what you're missing out. You can only watch it on Spotify with your Spotify account. And you must subscribe. It's $4.99 a month. We're talking about 6 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. And it gets crazier. It gets wilder. Tits come out. Booty cheeks be shown. They might even suck on a lollipop or popsicle to show what they can do. But it's about that sauciness of the conversation that it's about. Because it's the safe space for the porn stars, you feel me? So with that being said, people, please go subscribe because the best smoke is always premium smoke. Premium smoke room. So with that being said, sexy, tell everybody where they can spend that money on you.
Right now, you can spend it mostly on my OnlyFans at Sexy BB Lady 20. And you
Mm.
can keep up with me on Twitter. That's a great place to figure out what my shenanigans are, what's coming up, what's for sale on OnlyFans. And my Twitter is Aliyah Taylor XXX. That is ALIYAH Taylor XXX. Just one A.
So with that being said, people, you know how we end these things. All day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Thank you for coming through, people. Say goodbye, Leah, to the smokers.
Bye, everybody.